Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the TV room. David Bradley here. I am your host. So, what do we got here? We have a 1541 We do. And the drive seems to be operating. It answers it responds, it moves the head, it does all kinds of things, but it will not. I know there's another screw here. Oh, there's one here. It will not spin. So, in the last video, we connected another drive to the drive. And in trying to isolate the trouble, we pretty much did, because this board here, the other board, which makes it, turn on, everything works fine. This one, the drive did not spin. Alright, so 7 screws and a power connector later, and a bunch, I don't know why I bothered plugging these in again. They just need to come off. And there we have, ow, that hurts. A lot of sharp things in here. The heart and soul of this version of a 1541. The original board for a 1541 was pretty much as long as the disk drive. But little by little, they were able to shrink it. So now, well, the most obvious thing, and I thought, it's hard to tell always, but I looked underneath. What I did was to see is the belt there? And it's hard to see through all the bent holes and things. And my best answer was, I think it's there. But it may not be. That would be simple. That would be quick. But you know what else is? And that's why I don't think it is. Because you see, even if the bend wasn't there, you would hear the motor spinning. And I heard nothing. Alright. Oh, there's more screws. There are 6 screws that hold the drive mechanism. Or not the mechanism, that hold the rail. Like this fancy metal thing. Into... What is that thing? Oh, yeah. Alright. And they're hard to get out. Alright. The screws have been released. I'll tip everything over to get them to all fall out. Ah. And we'll push this over here. Rescue the screws. Don't like losing screws. Why is that still? Hold on. Oh, okay, there. Okay, there's the bottom. This one has lots of vent holes. They didn't always have so many. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay, so we have all the screws from this. We'll set them aside with the other screws that took the board off. So this is strange. It is very strange. Hang on one sec. I just need to pause for a moment. Oh, hello. Alright, we're back. So, I say this is strange. Here's the disk drive from the bottom with all its funky metal stuff. So this down here, look, somebody put something in with a write protect sticker at some point, and it came off. This can be dangerous. I'll set this over here. It can head off. Now what I'm going to do, I have this flipped over gently. I'm going to turn the drive. And everything is spinning. There's nothing like stuck, but it's sure not working. Very strange. Now there's a number of things that I have never done with these drives. I don't believe I've ever changed a motor. And I'm not sure yet that that's what I want to do yet. I think what I want to do, let's get this drive back over here and set this over here. Oh yeah. And then, let's see, I had over here, excuse me, somewhere, well, I don't see it. I had a paper bag that was handy to stick in between things to make sure nothing went bad. But you know what? This circuit board doesn't have very many screws in it anyway. Actually, there's just maybe 2 of them. I wonder, are the ones on the side? They're not there either. Okay, well, that's easy. All right. We'll unplug everything and set this aside. The brains of a 1541. And we'll take this one from the drive that would not work. Now, we've already done this, in that we have no, we did it the other way. We connected the drive to the board, and the drive would not spin. Now, I should put a screw into this to make sure nothing is out of place, but I'm not going to. So the idea here is just to double check. I want to see, does this disk drive spin? And it does. Okay. So it would tend to seem that this board is happy. Or I am now going to put a screw, actually 2 screws, to hold the board steady. I shall. And this board can sit here. And I will put in a serial cable. Here are some parts. They can sit over here. Here comes A64. Cables. I do seem to have a way of getting tangled. Oh, come on. All right, 64. La 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 la. Monitor. All right. Oops. Now. Come on, you. There we go. Turn on the monitors. Turn on the drive. Turn on the 64. Up comes the screen. Now it is possible, if I look over here, perhaps. No, I did not leave. Oh, I didn't leave a disc in there. But I think I left one in here. Haha, I did. We lose more discs that way. Okay. So, now, let's just see. Poke 53280, 0. Poke 53281, 0. Change the cursor to white, and then load the directory. File not found. Ooh. Okay, well, this is the first time we've had open 15, 8, 15, comma, quote, I0, quote, colon, close, 15. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Open. Oops. Oh, I should, yes. 20, go to 10. Alright, we're going to torment this for a little bit. I just reseated the disk. Now, one thing that does come to mind is, I really didn't test this very thoroughly. Like, the pilot disk drives here were supposed to be working. It was. Let me just check all the connections. They all look good, but yet it's not happening here. Alright. I will press the run stop key. I suppose another thing I could do, because I'm here and I can, I'll put a different disk in. It should not make any difference at all. It should, if this disk is fine. And it's not making any difference. right. Well, it may be that I've snagged a drive that has issues, or it may be that the board, as well as the disk drive, has issues. Let's see here. This shouldn't take long. All right, the board from a 1541. The board from a 1541. This 1541. We'll plug everything back in. And just see, did I happen to grab a drive with issues? And of course, for some reason, I don't know why, there's no notes on here. As in underneath written, oop, missed to tell me what's what, but I thought all the drives in this pile were okay. And maybe they are. Okay. Everything is in position. The disk is in the drive. We'll turn it on. Move this board ever so slightly. And we'll type run. Oh. Well, this is just great. Ooh, don't do that. Hang on. Okay. I shifted things as I was doing, so I really should have screwed this on. So it is possible that what I've done is grabbed a disk drive that also isn't working. And of course, there's no notes on it. There are not. Well, I'm just glancing around here because somewhere in the midst of all this stuff here, oh, maybe it's here. No, it's a bag of bags. I have swabs. There. Swabs. I suppose what I could do, just to see what's what here. I'm not sure if this is necessarily advisable. I have, ooh, there, 99% alcohol. All right, the drive is off. So, little bags of swabs. I don't believe this is going to have any effect at all. I don't believe it. But you never know, you know. Discs also can hold corrosion. Micro corrosion can come along and cause all kinds of trouble. Alright, we'll dip that deep into the alcohol. And I'll run it across the head. And actually, in just looking at the head, and it is hard to see, there might be crud on there, or there might have been. Usually you don't see a whole lot. The head looks like basically a rectangle that's white with a line. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's a lot of sludge for a disc head. Alright, cover the alcohol. This alcohol is, and can be, dangerous. It can be. Wow. Did look like I could see some filth on there. Wouldn't that be a miracle? So we're going to wait a moment or two to let that dry before I see about putting a disc in there and turning it on. I guess first I'll put the disc in there, turn it on, and I'll type in run. Alright, it is not appearing to make any difference. So, you know, what do I have? Do I have a sick disk? Do I have a sick drive? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I guess what I really need to do is find my screwdriver. That would help with all of this. It must be here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll turn this off. And put a couple of screws into it. This has not gone well. It has not. Okay, come on. Okay, that's another thing. Don't screw screws in tight until you have other screws in position. Yeah, this has not gone well. Anyway, I have this drive back together. Where, oh, there's the top and the bottom of the other one. Oh, everything's just going to heck here. All right. Oh. Okay. This must be from here. Alright, you may have seen this before. I'm going to reach under the table. Now, this drive, from what I know, is working. But it has all these funny cables. And switches. And the top will somewhat come off. This doesn't look like it's terribly well secured. It looks bent. Oh, it is. No. I could do this, but I don't think so. I'm going to put this back down there. Get things sort of secured. I'm going to pick up this. Oh, sometime I do have to work on some 2031s, but not now. I'm going to keep digging down the pile. And of course, what do I find? No notes. Oh my. And now I'm kind of at a troubling spot because, okay, I've got it out. There's a kind of a bunch of other things leaning on where this was, so I'm going to quickly take a drive. Stick it back in here. Oh, stick it back in here. And stick it back in here. Stick all these back in here. Because I have found a disk drive. Oh, it says on it, 1541 performance test. Yeah, Doritos. Oh, number 2, okay. Okay. This is one of the things a while back that I traded for some special Doritos. Alright. Almost helps if you put the disc in the right way around. I'm going to run this. Okay. It is flashing. It is happy. It is dandy. And I suppose just another way that I can test this is I can load the directory. And I can load L asterisk quote comma 8 comma 1, which would load leaderboard. And then see if this does in fact load leaderboard. It's looking good so far. This dirty Q-tip can also go away. Yeah, it's funny how this 64 looks quite wonderful over there, but it still has funny vertical lines on the big monitor. Interesting, confusing, intriguing. And there it is. Okay. I am not going to play this at this time. What I'm going to do, and of course this won't stop, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to poke 532, comma 0. And in the same line, yes, I can do this. Poke 532, 81, comma 0. And in the same line, I'm going to do a print, quote, control, white, control 2. I'm going to hit return, and it should all just be done. And it is. Oop. All right. And it loaded the directory. Lovely. So I'm going to reach back into this menagerie of disks. I think the first one here, I'll have to try this. I think the very first one is one that I have ran testing on before. Oh, isn't it annoying when people call and you don't want them to call? Go away. Okay. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. I was doing some experiments with things. I was. Quick little program. I recorded a bunch of quick things about how to do things. I did. Now, let's see here. I thought in here I had a bunch of blank disks, but I could be mistaken. It may be that a bunch of blank disks are over here. Okay, so I'll take this disk out, put it back where it was. I'll put this disk in. And we'll poke 532, 80, Felt like I made a mistake, but I didn't. Okay. Oh, right. Now, I'm going to try and load the directory of this disk. Oh, there's something here. It's a testing disk. All right. So now, we'll load the directory of this disk. And we will load perf burn fill. I'll put leaderboard in here. All right. We'll type run. How many passes? I think just one. We have a blank disk. And we'll just make sure that this disk drive is fully functional before I set about determining whether this board here, be careful, there are sharp things. Determining if this board is okay, if that drive is okay, using a drive that I know is okay. Which, of course, I always try and do, but you know, things happen. I have lots to go through. I do. What time would it be? Okay, we're getting on there. We are. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is just let this do its thing here. By the way, the fact that this drive is white and the other ones are brown, it shouldn't make any difference. They just changed the color of the case and some of the badgery they did. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to let this run, and then I will go again at trying to determine if this board is good, if this drive will function, and I really don't think it will, but it may be an interesting time. It may be that I can see about maybe doing a motor transplant. Maybe. I have tucked away in a big envelope over here a drive that is dead. It's the same kind of drive. And people say, why'd you keep it? It's dead. Well, that's like the head is dead. But this could be that moment when I say, ooh, look, I can do this. I can just take the little board and take the motor and do the transplant and everything be dandy. Maybe. There was a time when I had a drive that was perfectly fine, but it wasn't. It just, the drive door, the flippy thing, would not stay in position properly. And by looking at the dead drive, I was able to determine there was a spacing issue. And a piece of metal that should have been on a right angle was just a little bit off, and I just had to give it a little tweak, and then it was just fine. So maybe this dead drive that I've had sitting around, it might be time for it to shine again. It might. By the way, this is now torturing the drive more times. I added this in so it would do the 1 to 35 more and more and more. And now in a moment, when it feels like it, it's going to say filling the disk, I think. Filling the disk. And now it will fill the disk. Oh my. It's Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel. Just a moment here. Is that Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel?
Yes, that David?
Yes, by the way, I was just in the middle.
Are you recording?
I am recording. I've been working. I've been trying to do 1541 things with limited success. I have a drive here that it seems to act okay, but it doesn't spin. And then, in order to save time, I tried to grab another drive to do some testing with, but then, of course, that drive didn't work. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm fine. I now have grabbed another drive to do the that I'm now testing to make sure that it's working before I start ripping it apart to test to see is it the drive or is it the board. I think there is a good possibility that it might actually be the drive mechanism, and it may be, there's a little circuit board on the disk drives. It may be, well, this one's on the top.
Okay.
But it's I have another one. See, a while ago I had a drive that it wouldn't close properly, and I went to the bag of the dead drive and determined, oh, look, I just have to bend that a little bit, and then it was fine.
Right.
Well, I have that dead thing there. It spins, but the head is dead. So this could be the time that if I pull out that little board, which is attached to the motor, that maybe I can save this other one.
You think so? I think you're right.
I just don't know yet. But right now, the 1541 that I know is working is now just being tormented, and I'll make sure that it's working before I start ripping it apart again and seeing what's what. But you know what? Let me say goodbye to the people. So this is boring. Rudy is not boring. Rudy is fascinating. But anyway, this is just going to fill the disk and see what's what, and we'll get back to this. So, hang on. Have a lovely, lovely day. We'll see you again, and hopefully we'll get an answer to what is what. Is it the board? Is it the drive? Can it be saved? More inspiring questions. More, not inspiring questions. Baffling questions. Baffling. Maybe we'll have some answers. And, all right. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.